My 2-year Reiki journey, from amplified Reiki to xLE4 Reiki energy, whole story or an episode. Couple of days ago, I shared a very special Reiki, xLE4 Reiki, the Universal Cure. I shared this Reiki via Reiki infused videos, Reiki infused images, and also via Reiki infused text. They can all be easily found on all of my channels and profiles. So no matter if you, or somebody that you care about, have any kinds of problems or difficulties, no matter who or what you want to help, yourself, other people, animals, plants, the whole world, and even the universe, or if you simply just want to gain any kinds of good improvements for yourself, I highly recommend you to check this xLE4 Reiki out. Right now, it seems to me like this may be the last Reiki that I did. So I think this is the good time to look back on my whole Reiki journey that I had so far. Many years ago, I tried one Reiki video. It didn't seem or feel like something significant to me energetically, and it also didn't give me any results, so I simply decided to move on. Then in December 2023, after years of trying some other practical and spiritual things, I decided to try Reiki again. This time, I was more determined, and I wanted to check better if Reiki is the real deal or not. So I tried a different Reiki video, a Reiki video for which I knew that it has the highest chance to be felt by me, and to also affect me in a good, positive way. And this time, I was pretty much impressed. I continued with trying different Reiki videos, with analyzing how I feel these Reiki energies, how they affect me, and also with hoping for some quick and significant results. And more that I tried and used different Reiki videos, the more evidently I realized that all these energies can be, and should be, much stronger, and therefore way more effective. This realization very much motivated me, so I decided to get informed about Reiki a little. I saw that this is actually the universal life energy, the energy behind all the life in the universe, the energy with unlimited potential, not only in terms of energy power, but also in terms of Reiki energy intelligence or quality. This helped me to realize that this is actually the same thing that I felt and realized a long time ago before even knowing for Reiki, the same incredibly pure, vital, and advanced thing that exists behind everything and at the highest level, the thing that builds and supports our souls and our bodies, the thing that probably exists in more than just one form or type, the thing that I named, the life energy. This realization was highly inspirational and motivational for me, so I continued with exploring the very basics of Reiki, which also included experimenting with self-Reiki or with performing Reiki on myself. All my Reiki and self-Reiki trials and explorations gave no significant results or answers regarding improving the Reiki energy above the usual levels of quality and power. I was a little disappointed by this, but I was still very motivated and determined because I thought and felt that there just has to be some way for achieving much better and much more powerful Reiki. Somewhere around that time, probably in January 2024, I saw Reiki videos with multiplied Reiki energy for chakras, achieved by making grids from already made Reiki videos, and shared by the YouTube channel, Mainstream Reiki. I tried the most powerful video from these, with amplification or multiplication roughly around 1 million. I definitely felt the stronger energy, but I still felt like these amplifications should be much, much stronger, despite the fact that 1 million may sound like a huge number. I tried to achieve the Reiki energy multiplication in this same way by myself, and this only helped me to realize even more that this grid way of amplifying Reiki videos is very impractical and very limited because of limited video resolution, and also with more and more loss of Reiki energy power as the grid tiles get smaller. This realization made me motivated to keep thinking about other, better ways for multiplying the Reiki energy. Somewhere in the first half of February 2024, the idea about just multiplying Reiki videos one over another, instead of making stacked grids from them, appeared in my mind. I tried this idea, and to my delight and relief, It worked perfectly, without such or any loss of Reiki energy power. This way of amplifying Reiki energy is not just very easy and practical. It is also unlimited, at least in theory, because, for example, you can duplicate the original Reiki video 9 times in order to have 10 identical layers. Then you can render the new video, original x 10, then you can multiply original x 10, and then render the new video, original x 100, and so on. This means that if you dedicate just one day to amplifying one Reiki video in this way, you can get to astronomical amplifications that can change lives. All of this seemed like a huge discovery and progress to me, so I didn't hesitate to try these new amplified Reiki videos on myself. All these trials took some time. I tried different Reiki videos and different amplifications, including the astronomical ones, and everything seemed perfectly fine to me. Plus, I got way better and faster results than ever before, which seemed absolutely huge to me. I was thinking about making my own Reiki videos, but I was under impression that something like this would require the video recording equipment which I didn't have, and also more time and effort than I would like. This made me decide to start amplifying videos made by other people and to start sharing these new, amplified Reiki videos. The end of March 2024 came, and I made my first Reiki channel for that purpose, Amplified Reiki. I wanted to be as practical as I can, in order to cover more different things and help more people as quickly as possible, so I decided to make a very high number of very short Reiki videos. I also wanted to be sure that all of these videos are safe, so I checked every original Reiki video before downloading, and I tested every amplified Reiki video on myself before uploading. I was posting a lot of amplified Reiki videos pretty consistently, and I was getting some very positive comments and different Reiki requests along the way. This amplified Reiki journey lasted pretty much until the summer 2025, when some huge changes came into my life. Long story short, I basically became enabled and empowered by the universe for making my own Reiki videos, and for channeling a significantly better Reiki energy in every way than what is usual. I realized at that time that I can just direct the Reiki energy towards my screen instead of using the video recording equipment, and I also realized that I don't even need to keep my hands up in order to do this. I thought that this clearly deserves a new YouTube channel, so in the early July 2025, I made VJ Reiki. I kept the same practical approach, and I was also amplifying each of my own Reiki videos. I was also still responding to Reiki requests from now already outdated Amplified Reiki channel. Then the early August 2025 came, and something completely unexpected and huge happened. Basically, I started to be given completely different and also way better Reiki energy in every way, directly by the universe. I felt like this change was so huge in every way and so essentially important. Therefore, I decided to start the new YouTube channel, God's Reiki. I still kept that same practical approach, and I was still amplifying the Reiki videos. And needless to say, I completely stopped uploading new videos on Amplified Reiki and VJ Reiki channels. Then the late August 2025 came, and I was already started to get better and better versions of God's Reiki energy on a daily basis, with more and more significant differences between them in both quality and power. This huge change meant that amplifying the Reiki energy became a big waste of time, and that I should simply share more different God's Reiki videos and repost some of those videos with better energy instead. Besides this, I also started getting great improvements in how practically and easily these God's Reiki videos can be used, regardless of distance. Then the late September 2025 arrived, and I was starting to get not only different versions of the same Reiki energy type, but also entirely different and maybe better types or variations of Reiki energy. I realized that there are definitely many, who knows how many, different types or variations of universal life energy, and I also wasn't sure what types of Reiki energy I'll be getting in the future, so I decided to rename God's Reiki YouTube channel to X-Life energies, and to name all these different types or variations of Reiki energy, xLE Reiki energy. It also became clear to me that the universal life energy can be better not only in terms of quality and power, but also in terms of speed or in terms of giving faster results. Then the early October 2025 came, and I became able to make Reiki images, which are far more practical than Reiki videos. Also during that time, I created the Reddit profile, xLife Energies, and I started the subreddit, Reiki Help, in which I started posting xLE Reiki infused media. After a lot of sharing and lots of great updates along the way, including getting the ability to determine to whom or to what is each Reiki infused video or image being dedicated to, which also covers animals, plants, whole planet Earth, and even the whole universe. The first 15 days of February 2026 came. The updates during these 15 days were so great and so important that I decided to name these new Reikis xLE2 Reiki, which introduced the higher level of practicality and the energy that is improving by itself over time. Then xLE3 Reiki, which, among other things, made Reiki text with any number of optional intentions possible. And then finally, at the very end of this journey, by far the best, xLE4 Reiki, which tries to do everything good and all at the same time, without any need for focusing of Reiki energy in order for it to be more effective. This kind of update made the Universal Cure possible and dedicated specialized Reikis unnecessary. The very last xLE4 Reiki also introduced the hugely raising amplification of Reiki energy, which makes additional amplifying or multiplying the xLE4 Reiki energy unnecessary. It seems to me that the very last Reiki that I did, xLE4 Reiki, the Universal Cure, marks the end of my whole Reiki journey, or at least the end of the first, vital part of my Reiki journey. I am open for new possibilities, but I really don't know what else could possibly the eventual new updates bring, besides making new universal cures with drastically better Reiki energy possible. I hope that you find this text interesting or useful in any way. I wish you all the best.